Harry, last time I saw you, you had your stopwatch. There was 14 and a half minutes left on said stopwatch. When that ticked out and ran out, what did you go and do?
I spoke to the referee. Went into his office, and nothing much I can do except ask about the situation, what he thought. He thought it was a penalty. Everyone else thought it wasn't. Fourth official said it wasn't. Tisdale said it wasn't. And you usually know by reactions from the opposition. And like, I've been in a situation before where players have gone through and keepers have taken players out, and I'm thinking, oh my God, that's a penalty. And it hasn't happened, and you think, oh God. But so you can really tell by reactions. And like I said, the only person that kind of reacted was the referee. And again, it's, look, do you want me to sit there and complain and say, well, I actually don't even know what you want me to say, because there's nothing. It's not going to change the game. We don't get no 3 points. We get nothing, so we have to move on.
Do you shout and scream in those situations, or are you as calm as you are now?
Well, I was shouting and screaming at the time, and the fourth official knew, and he was excellent. I'd have to say he was excellent, and he could feel my frustration, because like I said, he said it wasn't a penalty. But again, he doesn't make the decision. We know that the red card, even the red card, it's obviously been dropped. So we know that everyone's looked at it and knows it wasn't a foul and it wasn't a red card. But again, what can we do? All we can do now is concentrate on our upcoming game. Given
how much it turned the game around as well at that moment, I imagine the fact that the red card has been overturned it's not much justice to you.
No, there's nothing. But again, we play a sport that sometimes the decision goes for you and sometimes it doesn't. And again, we've just got to suck it up. And we've got to concentrate now. We can't let it affect us, and we've got to worry about what Swindon can bring to us on Saturday.
Because they improved their performance so much from last Saturday to Tuesday, and because of the injustice of the situation on Tuesday night, has it helped, really fuel the training sessions over the last couple of days? Have you noticed a difference?
Not so much, because the players have always trained well. They've always wanted to learn. They always want to step up, and they always want to make sure they're doing the job properly. Otherwise, if they don't, another player will come and fill their position. So for me, I've had no change in reaction of what my players have trained, how they've trained. Again, we've had moments, and yeah, we're kicking the ground, but again, you can't keep kicking the ground. Otherwise, it's going to affect you on the weekend, and we can't have that.
What of Swindon then? What do you expect out of them as a team?
Again, like I spoke to the players today, we know they're going through a difficult time as well. We know that they're under pressure, so we know that it's going to be a game they're going to be right up for. They want to correct it. They come off a loss as well. So again, it's going to be an interesting game, and it's going to be see who can hold their nerve the most. Both teams want to play. Both teams want to play the right way. Both teams have exciting players that can, on the day, destroy any defence. So again, it's about defending well, concentrating, and having the right attitude to go out there on Saturday.
With a manager under pressure and a team that's not been playing so well of late, does that make them more dangerous, or is it a good time to play?
I think in this league, every game's dangerous, because unfortunately you just don't know what you're going to get. You can do all the preparation. Like I said, we worked so well up until Bury, and it was the worst performance I've seen. So again, it's one of those where you can do everything you can, and then you not hope, but you expect that the players to go out there and do their jobs. And like I said, we didn't do that against Bury, but we did it against MK. And if we play like we did against MK, then I believe we will win more games than we will draw or lose.
We're stood in the tunnel at Meadow Lane, and Rob Milsom has just walked past us a few moments ago. How good will it be to have him back available again?
Again, it's always great to always get players back. I mean, even Richard Duffer is back now, so which is fantastic. So again, it gives me more food for thought.
Yeah, you've got quite a few players. You've got a massive squad at the moment, just by the very virtue of how many they added over the summer, and you've added since then. How do you keep everybody happy?
You can't. As simple as that. You can't keep everybody happy. You've just got to find the right connection for the right team, for the right game. And you can see, I mean, all players are going to be disappointed. I'd be annoyed if my players weren't disappointed, if they weren't playing. I'd be annoyed if they didn't want to come in. Not all the time, because you can't help that. You can't come in every single time that you're not playing and complain. But you can come in once or twice over the period, and you can ask the question. But for me, you know, you've always got to be at your very best. I was always told that as a player, always be at your best if you're playing, because you don't want to lose your spot. But if you're not playing, you've got to work that little bit harder and push yourself. And when you do get your chance, you have to take it, because when you get your chance, it's going to be different to what you would be if you were starting, because you're becoming off the bench and you've got to try and do something that's going to stand out, but not in a way that you've got to do a bicycle kick or anything like that. I'm just talking about don't give the ball away, make the right runs, you know, be energetic, things like that.
And so if you can't keep everybody happy, how do you keep it so that the ones that aren't happy don't have a sort of detrimental effect on the others?
If you knew that question, I think every manager would be asking you. And like I said, you can't, because these are professional players. They have pride in themselves. They have families. They want to prove not only to you but to their families they can play, and they want to play. So again, it's very difficult. But unfortunately, that's why we're here and we make that decision.
You said that Richard Duffy is getting back to a position where he's going to be available again. Is that this weekend or soon thereafter?
Look, hopefully, like I said, he is his first time training with us today, and it was very light. So again, we'll consider getting him straight back in on Monday, and then we'll put him through his paces and we'll see what happens.
What about Ben Hall?
Ben Hall, it's an interesting one. He was up here a couple of days ago. He's had a minor setback, but again, he's going to be off his feet for another couple of days, and then hopefully again, maybe in about a week to 10 days, we can get him back, and then we'll see how he is.
Has he been with his parent club for the majority of the rehab?
Yeah, he's been with his parent club, which Brighton's it's got an excellent facility and all that, and it just shares the load here as well. But again, he does come back up here, so we can check on him. And
the likes of Dan Jones, Andy Kelly, Terry Hawkridge, are they fit and available, just out of favour at the minute?
Yeah, look, Terry's working well. He's there. Kellett, again, I've got a big squad, and there's only, you know, if you allow me to play extra players on the weekend, I'll play. But apparently you can't, you know. So I have to be able to make a decision, you know. And like I said, I'm not going to keep everybody happy, and I'm not one of these that, okay, well, you missed out this week, well, you can come in this week and you drop out that week. I don't think that's fair on both players as well. So again, I have an idea of what I want, and unfortunately, it's, you know, it's not going to please everyone.
Yeah, it's a tough game, and you've got a tough job where you can't please everyone. Do you care if you can please everyone?
I don't think I'm in a position to please everyone. You know, even players that can play, sometimes you ask them to do a job that they're not happy with. You know, you tell me if you can ever please a footballer. You know, I mean, I was one, and you know, yeah, you wanted to play, and it doesn't matter where you played and all that, but even things go off, you know, you still have your moments. But again, you just got to accept what the manager wants. At the end of the day, he's the boss of the team, and you accept it. And if you don't accept it, then you have to move on. It's like, you know, the chairman owns the club. I have to accept what he wants, you know, and it's a working partnership. And if you can't accept it, then, you know, it's not the right fit.
It seems like forever since we've had a game here at Meadow Lane. Message to the fans about getting them down here at the weekend?
100%. Look, the fans have been fantastic, especially on the last couple of away trips. And if we can just continue that, it'd be great. I mean, look, we want to be able to bring a full house here. And it's going to take time. It's going to take time, but we want to be able to bring exciting football back into Nottingham, and again, make it happy. Make it a happy place. Make it a scary place as well for the opposition, but make it a happy place to come and bring the kids and to come here and enjoy watching football. That's what I want to do.